Okay, in January the 9th, so again, so today, back in 1976, Rocky debuted in theaters. So
Wow.
Sylvester Stallone's, at the time, his only leading role.
Adrian!
That's right. He had to fight to have this movie made. They offered to buy the script from him, but he insisted that he star in the movie. Stood by his guns, and obviously got his wish. And no looking back for Sly ever since. It was shot in under a month for under $1 million, and I'm reading it here from This Week in Pop Culture History.com. It was nominated for 10 awards and won for Best Director, Best Picture, and Best Film Editing. So what an amazing debut for Sly. And obviously, just no looking back for that franchise. Went on to produce several sequels. Obviously, they sort of got campier and as they kind of ran along, but I love the Rocky movies. Like, I don't care, I love them. And then it certainly now has the Creed movie franchise has spawned off of this, and there's a new Creed 3 coming out here very soon. That looks very, very good, with Michael B. Jordan now playing the role of Apollo Creed's son. So I think it's great. So I think it started a very fun movie franchise, certainly huge in the 80s and late 70s. So I love the Rocky movies. Keith, what are your thoughts on Rocky? The first one, I haven't seen the first one in a while, personally. I need to go back and rewatch the first one. But
I implore you to go back and watch it, because Rocky 1, in my opinion, is one of the greatest movies ever made. Not sports movies.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the greatest movies ever made. I am a huge fan of the Rocky series, even when they got campy for couple of them. 3 was definitely campy. 4 was a little campy. And then 5, he started getting a little back towards serious again. Of course, the last Rocky Balboa, was outstanding.
Yes.
And the Creeds were outstanding too. But Rocky 1, to me, was one of the greatest acting performances ever. Man, when you watch how he really embellished a guy who was a little punch drunk. Some of the words, he wasn't very educated. Some of the banter and the lines in that movie were totally brilliant. One of my favorite scenes is when he proposed to her, out in the zoo, which was shut down because it was winter, and He was nervous, and he wasn't really romantic, and he was like, "Yeah, I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind marrying me too much." That was just so authentic and brilliant. And it was great. And of course, in Rocky 2, one of my best scenes in any movie in my entire life is in the hospital when she finally comes out the coma and sees the baby, and he tells her he ain't gonna fight Creed. And she goes, "I want you to do one thing for me." He goes, "Come here." He goes, "When?" And then that bell rings and that music starts. I get chills just thinking about it. It just exemplifies what the love of a woman will do for a man, will push you to your boundaries and beyond. And I just love the movies in the series. I can't say enough of it. Some of the greatest soundtracks ever made, the songs, David Tepper, his brother, just love it all.
Very good. Skinner?
Overall, the series, I'm not as big a fanatic as you two gentlemen are, but certainly the first 3 Rockies were spectacular, especially the first one. If you haven't seen it for a while, Fish, we implore you to go watch it. I just watched it within the last year, and I forgot how good it really was.
Mm-hmm.
Sly is on the map because of those movies. I've enjoyed everything he's done, both in front and behind the cameras. And I'll be interested to see. I've not seen any of the Creed movies yet.
Oh my gosh.
So you guys got me interested now, because I've seen the Hokey 5 and 6. I thought 4 was okay. 3 and 4 were okay, but 5 and 6 was absolutely terrible.
6 wasn't hokey. 6, they got back to the original.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Format.
So I do want to check out the Creed movies, because I hear that they are pretty spectacular.
Yeah, they're awesome. So, man, they're great.
That's on my list.
Real quick, do some reading on the behind the scenes stuff in Rocky. Just fascinating stuff, man. I just the other day watching stuff. There's a couple scenes that really they were fighting because Creed hit Stallone too hard, and they got into it. The scene where the trainers had to come in and separate them, that was real. All that happened for real, yeah, because one of them hit the other one too hard. They got pissed off about it. Just some great reads. Rocky IV, Carl Weathers, who played Apollo Creed, got into it with Dolph Lundgren in some of the scenes, their boxing match. Some of that stuff was real. So some really good behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, I'll check that out. And of course, Rocky had a Cleveland connection there too. It was the story was based on a guy out of Cleveland, a boxer.
That's right.
That Muhammad Ali is like out of nowhere. That Muhammad Ali gave a title fight chance to, and the guy lost, but he gave Ali a fight. So that's where Stallone got the idea of the script, and there you have it. So. Yeah, great stuff. And like you say, all the stuff I agree with, and the friendship of two men forged that were obviously enemies to become best of friends with Apollo Creed and Rocky was really a neat thing to see as well.
Hey, this is Skinner from ItCameFromGenX. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and like, and we'll see you next time.